Penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Democracy is a charming form of government full of variety and disorder, and dispensing a sort of equality to equals and unequals alike. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help and what they cannot. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Justice means minding one's own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. All men are by nature equal, made all of the same earth, by one workman. And however we deceive ourselves, as dear unto God is the poor peasant, as the mighty prince. To love rightly is to love what is orderly and beautiful in an educated and disciplined way. All the gold which is under or upon the earth is not enough to give in exchange for virtue. The punishment which the we suffer who refuse to take part in the government is to live under the government of worse men. When the tyrant has disposed of foreign enemies by conquest or treaty, and there is nothing more to fear from them, then he is always stirring up some war or other, in order that the people may require a leader. Honesty is for the most part less profitable than dishonesty. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Dictatorship naturally arises out of democracy, and the most aggravated form of tyranny and slavery out of the most extreme liberty. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. There will be no end to the troubles of states or of humanity itself, till philosophers become kings in this world, or till those we now call kings and rulers really and truly become philosophers, and political power and philosophy thus come into the same hands. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself and not upon other men, has adopted the very best plan for living happily. This is the man of moderation, the man of manly character and of wisdom. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as first it resides in the hearts and souls of the citizens. He who is of calm and happy nature will hardly feel the pressure of age, but to him who is of an opposite disposition, youth and age are equally a burden. He who steals a little steals with the same wish as he who steals much, but with less power. Ignorance of all things is an evil neither terrible nor excessive, nor yet the greatest of all. But great cleverness and much learning, if they be accompanied by a bad training, are a much greater misfortune. No one ever teaches well who wants to teach, or governs well who wants to govern. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Apply yourself both now and in the next life. Without effort, you cannot be prosperous. Though the land be good, you cannot have an abundant crop without cultivation. There's a victory and defeat, the first and best of victories, the lowest and worst of defeats which each man gains or sustains at the hands, not of another, but of himself. All things will be produced in superior quantity and quality, and with greater ease when each man works at a single occupation, in accordance with his natural gifts and at the right moment, without meddling with anything else. Excess generally causes reaction and produces a change in the opposite direction, whether it be in the seasons, or in individuals, or in governments.